Hey y'all, it's Mika, and I'm excited because I'm about to recap Married to Medicine. I started watching this show years ago, I think with my mom a long time ago, and I used to love this show. But I would say I fell off about 2 seasons ago, so just kind of bear with me a little bit. But it appears that most of the cast is still pretty much intact as of 2 years ago. A couple of new girls, but yeah, on the first episode for this season, it is already getting spicy. Simone and Quad. I don't know. I've been saying for years, one thing about Married to Medicine, first of all, these women are successful, glamorous. Y'all got all this money and they always find something to argue about. And I'm just like, y'all just be looking for something to be mad about. So basically, Simone and Quad are in this like dumb little tit for tat beef. And I guess it starts off because Quad says something on some like network. Somebody asked her, like an interviewer asked her, which one of her friends would she put on Traitors, and she said Simone. So Simone got wind of this, and when Simone appeared on like a YouTube or something with Letitia, Miss Sweet Tea, Gregory, who is Quad's ex-husband, his wife. What was Simone doing on there anyway? But Simone was on that, on like a YouTube thing with her, like, I don't know if they were cooking or something. And Letitia or Miss Sweetie started cracking some jokes about Quad, basically saying that they're almost finished paying her mortgage. A little bit of a dig, right? And actually, you know what? Simone said that, and Sweet Tea kind of co-signed. It was just a little bit messy, right? And especially for Simone to so say be Quad's friend. But when she sat down with Dr. Jackie was like, what was up with that? And she was basically like, look, she came for me, so I sent for her. Basically, she was like, Quad don't know, but I saw what she said about me, about the Traitors thing, and I got in my feelings, so, you can't throw shade and not gonna think you're gonna get it back, right? Again, really petty and kind of childish, y'all. Too old. But for the sake of reality TV, let's keep the party going because this is why we watch this stuff, right? So, let's see. So then Toya, let's get an update on Toya. Toya basically just doing her normal messy thing. I will say, Toya's house, though, in the comments, drop in the comments what y'all think about that house. She did her big one on that house. It is nice. And I don't know if y'all know from years ago, like, people saying she'd be renting and stuff like that. But she was like, no, I bought this house. And so, yeah, that's basically the update for her. Her and Simone are pretty close. And she was telling Simone, like, chill out a little bit. But, Toya always got her hand in something. So, let's see. What else? There is Mimi, okay? And, Mimi and her husband, they throw this like lavish party or whatever. It's like I don't know, like a derby type theme, with like fake horses and flowers and stuff. Really, really cute. Honestly, I would have loved to go to something like that, honestly. But they have this party. They invite all the ladies, and of course, Simone sees Quad, and at first it seems like it's all good. So Simone decides to walk over to Quad and is like, hey, girl. And Quad is like, hey, girl. They're keeping it cute or whatever. So you're thinking, okay, they're trying to be a little bit grown about this, right? But Simone is petty, y'all. She's like a classy petty. Like, you don't see her coming sometimes, and her shade be low key. And so they were standing in like a little group, and I'm thinking the conversation is not going to happen. They cool. They just going to kind of like squash the beef. No need to talk about it. Simone brings this up again, and she starts off because apparently Quad had a birthday party. She invited Simone to the birthday party, but she invited her like 2 hours before the birthday party. And Simone was like, raise your hand, group, who would go to a birthday party if they were invited 2 hours before, basically saying like, you really didn't want me there. Like, you knew I wasn't going to be able to get ready, get my hair done, get my outfit together, whatever. So you just kind of did that. And Quad was kind of like, I mean, we really weren't talking, but I just thought I would extend the olive branch. But yeah. So they get into it again. They loud at this classy party, yelling at each other. And Simone brings up, well, first, Quad brings up the whole thing about her, about Miss Sweet Tea talking about them paying for her mortgage. And Simone kind of co-signed it or whatever. And Simone is like, well, are you not going to talk about how you said you would pick me for Trader? So again, they're going back and forth. These are grown women, okay? It was just a little too much. And Mimi was kind of like, y'all need to cut it out. But y'all know how Quad is about her finances. And they brought that up. They was like, that's one thing Quad is going to lose her shit about. Is if you talk about her finances or anybody paying for her stuff or how she pays for her stuff. She's very sensitive about that. Simone knows that. And that's what I mean. She be having them big. But yeah, there were a couple other appearances. So Angel with her cute self. Angel was on, if y'all remember her, she was on basketball. I don't remember if she was dating somebody back then or not. You know how they do. Sometimes they'll just bring women on that have like kind of went out on a date or dated basketball players. But she was on there. She really wasn't problematic at all. She doesn't appear to be that way on, you know, that she's going to appear to be that way on Married to Medicine. She's I believe a nurse, but she does a whole lot of other things. An actress, a model. She's freaking gorgeous. But she's Quad's like BFF, okay? Then there's Contessa. Not much going on with Contessa. Contessa and her husband just opened up a medical, like another doctor's office. And apparently it costs a lot of money. I believe they're almost done with it. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. There was no issues with them. There's a girl named Brandy. She does like injections and stuff. Like, I wish I knew how to do that. But she making money, obviously, doing it, and she's very successful at it. So I can't really see like what she brings to the show. I don't know if she was on last season. Y'all were dropping the comments if she was, because I didn't watch last season. My bad, y'all. But yeah. So anyway, that pretty much sums up this episode of Married to Medicine. I am ready for the drama. Oh, Dr. Heavenly did not appear on this episode, but she was talked about, and apparently her son then got into some trouble. And I remember her sons from years back, and they seem to be some pretty good young men, you know? I don't know what the boy done, but he did something, and I'm sure it's going to come up on the show. But I cannot wait to see Dr. Heavenly, because she brings that mess that we all be looking for. She get on our nerves. We love her all at the same time. So, yeah, that was this episode of Married to Medicine. I cannot wait to see the rest of the season. I'm really excited to be doing these recaps and just kind of interacting with y'all about these ladies and what y'all think. Do you think that they be doing too much sometimes, especially with, you know, their age, how, you know, they're you know, grown women, okay? And the way that they be fighting and stuff is just ridiculous to me. But again, if they didn't do that, we wouldn't have the show. So, and with that being said, yeah, I will see y'all on the next recap of Married to Medicine. Again, I look forward to doing these. Drop in the comments what y'all think. If there's any other shows y'all want me to review, let me know. But yeah, anyway, talk to y'all next time.